Anytime. Oh, okay. Each time he spins it, it lands precisely at the center of the world. This is a poem entitled Boy and Top by Octavio Paz. You may not know what these words mean right now, but what if I was to show you this picture? This is a picture of me, my sister, and I at the age of 3 playing in a pot. Now, what Octavio was trying to remind you was what it felt like again to be a child, because he understood the importance of being in touch with your inner child and the benefits it can bring you. Your creativity can make you an irreplaceable asset to your company. So I'm here today, Tiana Latado, to tell you you should act your shoe size. When we step into the real world, we lose our inner child and our ability to be creative. This is happening every day. CEOs, not creative. But you need to prevent this from happening, so I'm here to help you. Why do we need to be in touch with our inner child? Because our inner child drives our desire to play. Mary Campbell, expert on the subject, who wrote 10 Principles to a Creative Life, says the desired playing is a chance we have to be deeply content. Not tomorrow or next year, but today, here, and now. And you should never give that up when you step into your career. Also, drives happiness and creativity, which are two key qualities you need to be successful in your profession. Alex Geroff, author of Happy Hours from 9 to 5, also the world's leader in happiness at work, says happiness at work is no longer a luxury. It's essential. Creativity. Granville Toogood, you might not know this person, but actually, he is the executive coach to over 50 of the Fortune 100 CEOs. He knows what he's talking about. Too often, young managers approach their jobs in such a way that jobs cease to be fun. This will cause dysfunction across the entire company. So, what we know. Happiness and fun can give you success in the workplace. What we need to know. How can you bring your inner child to work? What would you do? Well, I'll tell you. Foster creativity in the workplace. There's an article off Professor C's delicious account called Finding Your Company's Great Thinkers. How do they encourage bringing creativity? How do they encourage finding your great thinkers? Bring creativity to work. Encourage fun and games. I told you the example of when I was at my internship, Amper needed a mascot. What did they do? They had a competition. They solved their problem, and I was given the opportunity to express my creativity. Graffiti. Allow people to draw on the walls. This is another way the article says bring creativity to work. Make a wall. Cover it in white paper. Write a problem on the wall. How to pick up stuff. See what people do. Maybe they'll come in and write an idea to a problem. You know what? That is probably a very successful individual who knows how to make her patients happy and therefore be successful through her job. Don't be afraid to be creative. I'm sure you've heard of the board game Cranium. Well, what did they do? Design the main office to look, shape, and even bright colors of the original Cranium board. They permit their employees to create their own job titles. This may be a little eccentric, but you could do little things. Gather your entire employees up for one time a month, let them sit in a room, have a pizza party, throw ideas around how your company could be more successful. So now what do we know? How to bring creativity into the workplace. Now what do you need to know? What can happen? How can you visualize this? What can happen if we bring our inner child to work? I'm sure you've seen this clip. So even though big might not really happen in real life, the solution is what you can learn from it is real. Bringing your inner child, showing to your boss that you can be creative, can bring him money. He wants to know what you have to say. Tom Hanks just secured himself a meeting tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but just secured himself a meeting. So, wait, okay. So, how can we visualize this? Don't think big is fiction. Walt Disney. Prime example of how creative can lead to success. Successful people are not afraid to be creative. Don't believe me? Let's look at Fortune 500. This is a 2007 Disney stats, and this is not even Disney's prime. Right now, there's 67 overall. This is revenue dollars. Number 2 in the entertainment industry. Even more commendable. World most admired companies. Ranks in at number 16, number 1 in their industry. Don't like Disney? How about music? Virgin Records. Richard Branson, founder of Virgin. Fun is the core of the way I like to do business, and it has been the key to everything I've done from the outset. More than any other element, fun is the secret to Virgin's success. So, do you have what it takes to find your inner child and become an irreplaceable asset to your company? Well, I gotta tell you, you gotta be hungry for change, wild with living imaginative, disruptive by nature, totally wired to the people that matter most. To some people, this may sound like your average teenager. In fact, these are the qualities companies will need to thrive in the near future. This came from an IBM study, global study of CEOs. Well, I challenge you. Find your creativity. Make a list of things that you used to do when you were children and do it. I was just thinking about you, Dan. Maybe, if inspire creativity. Let your employees decorate their cubicles with their favorite musicians. It'll inspire creativity. It'll help them succeed. So, I say, go on, act your shoe size. I double dare you.